So moving on, now that we have our Makefile generator, let's try the Eclipse generator. Now, be warned, I am not an Eclipse user. Bear with me here. I'm not very familiar with all the mechanisms in Eclipse, so we're going to be probably missing a lot of interesting details. So the first thing is, though, we need to do another out-of-source build. So last time we created a build Linux Makefile, so let's make a new directory called build Linux Eclipse. And we'll cd into that. So we'll use the CMake command again, though we don't have to. We could use CMake or CMake GUI if we had it. Now I'm just going to run CMake to get the help. And down here you'll notice that there's a list of generators that are available for the system. So we have Unix Makefiles, we have this thing called code blocks, and here's the Eclipse generator. And then we also have kdevelop. So in order to use this, you'd use the -g switch, which is documented here. So we're going to do CMake -g, and then we're going to do Eclipse cdt4 -unix makefiles, and the path to the source, like before. And we're going to run that. And again, it's the autoconf phase. And now we have, hopefully, here we go, a .c project and a .project. So now let's run Eclipse. And we're going to import the project, as I understand it, into Eclipse. Now there's some documentation on the web that actually suggests that the Eclipse generator prefers in-source building rather than out-of-source building. Now I know this is contrary to what I just told you earlier, but the Eclipse plugin is a fairly new generator, and so I'm sure, and Eclipse also has its own model of doing things, so I'm sure there are probably some mismatches. I'm told out-of-source should work. You might not get all the features like CVS and things like that, so you might actually want to play with in-source generation for this case. So here we're going to go to import, and we're going to take an existing project, and we're going to find the directory, and I think I put it in mount. So we'll go to mount, VMware shared, CVS, and Eclipse. And we want to be one directory above it. And so we'll select this directory, hit OK, and then it sees the project. So we'll hit finish. And the project appears to be here. And it's building a workspace. So we'll let that finish, and maybe we can actually get this thing to build. So the project finished building. I didn't notice it was building because I was looking on the wrong tab. I should have been in console, but we can basically see a long build log here, and it looks like everything was built okay. So that's pretty much Eclipse in a nutshell. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this, partly because I'm not really an expert on this, but feel free to experiment, and I'm sure we can improve things as we go on. So I'm going to close this up, and now we're going to go to the Xcode generator. So let's go back to the Mac, and